Red Rock for the title matches of today's JBT events. Two of the hotter bowlers on tour right now. Harley Sweigart won in California last week, and Cortez won here at Red Rock yesterday. Now they're playing each other for the scratch title here. Really exciting Super Survivor rounds this time. The low score and the low total is eliminated game by game. We did that from 10, 2 out each time until we're down to just these two. They took two opposite paths to get to this point, as Tez has gone spare in the first 2 frames, and gets the 7-pin to tickle out at the end. For his first strike of the title match, he leads by 11 through 3 frames. Tez was near first place, but never led around today. He was always just second place by a couple pins. Talon Hendrickson led the first 4 games, then Pollock caught him after game 5, but he's been at or near the top. Conversely, Harley here has been hanging around like a bad cold. He was the second low total coming in and did exactly what you have to do in Super Survivor to stick around. Okay. So, yeah, do what you need to do. Yeah. I'll let the other players know. Tez with the church only gets 3 out of it there. Gives him 65 through 4, so he trails now in the match by 3 pins, and Harley's got a chance to extend to 13 here in the 4th. To their right, the handicap division is bowling their round of 3. Brother-sister combo RJ and Leanne Reyes, not Sabrina. Sabrina was on the sidelines today. Are playing Samantha Conti in a 3-way match. Absolutely. So will it be brother-sister for the title, or will Samantha spoil the party? They're in the 8th frame right now. Samantha's getting 54. RJ's getting 37 and Leanne's getting 30, and when you add all that up, that actually makes it pretty close between all the bowlers, so we'll try and keep you informed of that at the same time. Meanwhile, Harley gets a strike and does extend that lead to 13. Both these guys bowling pretty quickly. Usually I talk about how the scratch bowlers take their time, and the handicap bowlers should learn to emulate that. These two both pretty much like to go as fast as possible.
He goes fast.
Tez's mind is so rapid that just his body can't even keep up. Tez will bowl at light speed if he was allowed. Nick Devlin had a 2nd and a 4th this weekend. Solid performance.
I'll take it. Hey, he went for it. Yeah, baby.
What am I looking at? Yeah, no problem. RJ and Leanne, Samantha will be right back after these messages. That's right. And now a word from Ebonite. Tez going for back-to-back wins in the 9 millionth time in his JBT career. Wow, gets that ball to settle up. Bowled on pairs today, which is extremely long in the middle and extremely short and low volume on the outside, so you end up with basically a strip of long oil in the center of the lane. This is a really high friction surface no matter what you lay out, so the bowlers really kind of have to keep it deep and tight in the oil as long as possible. Similar idea to yesterday, but even more shim in the middle. Schenck like that one, just a half 10. Because there's so much more in the middle, they're able to use fairly aggressive equipment, and they don't just have to heave the ball down there like they were doing at the end of the day yesterday.
I think Tez can go to the dentist. There's a whole lot of plaque on that shot.
There was a little bit of plaque on that too. That's all right. Problem with the spare. Usually in Super Survivor, you have a do-or-die moment somewhere along the way. Tez's was early in this round, as he had to strike at the 10th to survive. I think it was the 2nd round over KJ and Pollock. He did so, and that's why he's still bowling. Harley was in total pin jail for the early rounds until he stepped on the gas the last 2 rounds with 239, 269.
Oh. Yeah,
that's exactly how you win Super Survivor.
kid?
So Harley's up by 12 through 6. Didn't do so well yesterday. Got that arm swing all figured out. Help with Coach Jordan and semi-coach Jacob.
He did lead the only apple I've seen today.
And he did sour apple today. I'm sure he's very happy that you pointed that out right
He made it a
now.
top match. He had a good enough look.
He's got a real good look right now. Yeah, slaps that 7-pin out. Wow, that's about as much emotion as I've ever seen out of Harley.
I asked him if he's ever shot the shot off. He said
Seriously.
he's never had. He's never shot the shot off.
Schenck's been behind the 8-ball a couple times, and no surprise to anybody, he's responded every single time. He's going to have to do it again, coming from well behind in this match now with only 4 frames to do. Let's see if he can dial in this lane. Again, just checked up about a foot higher than he would have preferred, and is doing all the commentating for me right there. 186 for Samantha. Is that right? Wow, Samantha throws a 186 today. See her in the title game. Spoiling the All Reyes show. Tez will make this 4, no trouble. But the treble is on the board. He can max for 214. Harley is going at a 206 pace. That's spare strike the rest of the way. So now is the time for Mr. Schenck if he wants to capture his 58th title today. 192 for RJ gives him 229. 184 for Leanne gives her 214. So it's going to be RJ and Samantha in the handicap division title match. Tez in a nearly must-strike territory. Oh, jeez!
Oh, let's go. Come on. Let's go give that guy a hug.
Oh my goodness. Well, bowling is a cruel, cruel sport that makes the very best shake their heads, and you can't throw it any better than that, and it's the only absolute pure tap in bowling. A nasty, wicked, solid 8 right there. That still might only be the second worst solid 8 I've seen all day. As Austin Schleight ran out his Powerball shot for a solid 8 today.
Tez's first shot of the day was a stone 8.
Austin ran that out about 15 lanes today during Powerball and then boned an 8 as well.
I didn't realize it was Nathan else in the restroom. I heard it. And we go, whoa! And I'm like, no, it must have been Nathan.
Well, terrible break for Tez, and Harley with an opportunity to...
His very first shot of the day was a stone 8.
Is that right? Well, the last one that mattered might be a stone 8 too, and it looks like that's going to be the case. Wow.
Does this count as 2 in a row for Harley, since yesterday I wasn't really bowling for him?
No. Yeah, but it is the very unusual a la Boston Red Sox last to first routine. Harley finished dead stinking last yesterday, and he's going to finish dead stinking first today.
Upside down?
Flip it over. The last shall be first.
Literally did.
I mean, you got to do that as a bowler. Sometimes just you're not going to match up, you're not going to throw it good, and it's going to be miserable. And
Last
other days,
tournaments are win, last
like 8
win.
out of
win last win. That's the ultimate Boston Red Sox.
So sick.
You know, the Red Sox are the only team in baseball history to do that. To go win last win. The 3 years prior to this. So Harley's going to win his 8th title and deny Tez his 58th. Tez will... Oh, he's trying the new Wichita loft. Yeah, look at that. Very curious to see him add that to his game. He was 2 arrows right of Nick yesterday and it worked out great. And it's not something he had really often used in his game before, so let's see if he can learn that trick too. Just what we all need. Tez learning another trick to score. Right now he is a fried Schenck, big old platter of fried Schenck. Anything less than a win at his level is just doesn't please him. Anything less than a 300 doesn't please him anymore, I think. As Harley's going to have himself a victory lap on international interweb TV where countless dozens watch every week. you're watching this, would you please go share or like this or do whatever you do to get our YouTube counts out, because we have some pretty exciting videos on here. And they just don't get watched enough. And I don't know how to link them or...
I'm sure Tez and his million title matches had a couple of those.
We were just talking about that yesterday. So 58 wins and most of them are on camera. He probably has close to that many seconds just because most bowlers do. It usually ends up about 50-50. Yeah, I bet he has around 50 seconds. Kyle King had more seconds than first for a long time. I don't know if he finished that way. Oh! No, disappointing 180 out of Tez. Happy Harley pulls the exactly what you want to do to win Super Survivor. Hang around, and then gas pedal at the end, and he can finish with 247, which, if he does, and he darn well might, will give him 750 for his last three.
Take that, Hada Patch. He's used like 8 different Hada Patches just this game.
I sound a little happier today. It's because Tampa Bay has the same record as Seattle and Oakland.
My boys still
Cowboys.
Yeah.
Whole NFCs.
Eagles. Yeah.
Literally whole NFCs, right?
That's how the Giants have played.
They'll lose. How about Harley? You got to shake it off when you have a bad day. Consider that bad day done shooken. And you consider him an 8-time champion.
Yay!
Best of Harley. Should have a good title match between RJ and Samantha coming up next.